There are so many indie games out there. Too many, in fact, I can barely keep up with them. A beacon of growth and creativity in the gaming industry. As big companies with dubious methods pump out the same old, indie games have thrived over the years through creativity and variety, exploring every game genre known to man, popular or not, spiritually succeeding what came before. If there's an itch, it's been scratched. And one of mine has been partially done by an indie game that isn't even out yet. Misc, A Tiny Tale. Now, back in ancient times, also known as 2020, I was given the opportunity to test this game in its alpha stage and make a video on it. Please don't watch it. Safe to say, both the game and hopefully I have grown since then. It's got menus now and I am actually relevant. Thanks guys. Developed under the newly formed Tinyware Games, who have been gracious enough to provide me with a review copy. I mean, I was gonna buy the game anyways, so this is a bonus. Misc, A Tiny Tale is an adorable 3D collectathon that wears its heart on its sleeve. Starring Buddy, an adorable little robot, his friend Bagboy, and Bagboy's cat, Flick, my favorite character in the game. A sassy, lazy cat that possibly has the power to destroy the world. Oh, hold on, let me check with a friend real quick. Is your cat like this?
Let me check.
Hey, Satya.
All three set on an adventure when a mysterious explosion causes these golden cogs to scatter across the land. With 8 chapters of different locations, characters, and a bunch of garbage to collect, it's easy to draw comparisons to the game's main source of inspiration, Chibi-robo. And there's the itch. The design of the main robot, the jumbled speech patterns the characters talk in, and the gameplay revolving around a 3 cm tall robot collecting trash and solving the problems of the locals, yeah, it's Chibi-robo. Of course, all wrapped in a 3D collectathon package, which is where the differences begin. While Chibi-robo is built around a risk and reward battery mechanic that creates tension with every step you take, Misc is more open and relaxed as a 3D collectathon that still borrows elements from it. You can go at your own pace and explore to your heart's content. No rush. Buddy feels smooth to control, with a lengthy double jump that can clear large gaps due to the propeller on his head letting you hover a bit after each jump, combined with a dive at the end to get the extra distance. He can also crouch, which doesn't do much beyond making funny noises. Come on, do a flip! In each chapter, there are 3 collectibles. The main one are the golden cogs, collected either through exploration or solving NPC quests that require grabbing a specific item. There are 10 golden cogs in each level, but you only need 8 to progress the story. The second collectible is all the trash on the ground. That, thankfully, emit a blue glow when you are near them, because that would have driven me nuts. Which is actually what you trade in for at the Recyclotron. Nuts are the currency of the game that can buy important items necessary to complete main quests. So you are incentivized to pick up garbage and scrub puddles to beat the game, on top of a completion bar on the top left that looks really nice at 100%. Achieving that was a bit of a pain for lack of a map, but these areas aren't huge and the game does have a trash tracker you can access from the Recyclotron if you get really stuck. However, doing so means you won't get any more difference points. Not like I knew what they did until after I had beaten the game, but I wasn't gonna sit there and be labeled a cheater. Postcards. They unlock postcards. A neat touch of world building, but not something to lose sanity over. Still, that's better than the last collectible. Bragging rights. Each chapter also has a challenge level ran by a flying raccoon named Gus, who just can't get your name right. These are akin to the platforming levels in Mario Sunshine, just without the jank. They're a tougher challenge than the main game provides and really made me think about how to execute my jumps. It is unfortunate that the completion reward is a completion award, just something to brag about. I just kinda wish the reward for completing these things was a bit more than a check off the box. Namely because the game does so much well beyond the gameplay. Misc's greatest strength lies in its narrative and world. Each chapter has its own self-contained story and characters. From the arid desert of a sandbox in chapter 3, where a tyrannical cat queen forces everyone to wear cat ears and plans to make Flick her successor, the horror. So you join the resistance to stop her by being stylish. To chapter 4, where a malfunctioning freezer turns the surrounding area into a winter wonderland, and the wonderfully melodic chapter 5. filled with instrumental platforms that make fun sounds, to the sky filling up with flowing flowers and rainbows, all while helping a band get back together to perform, with, to my surprise, an actual vocal track playing. They said the thing! The characters and their designs are also delightful, really scratching that Chibi-robo itch. Almost all are made up of trash and robotic parts. From the local can-do vendors are roll-up fish cans, the gym bro beals obsessed with lifting and with each other, like dude, he's right over there, just hand him the letter. And, I saved the best for last, this really cool sheriff with a scorpion tail that tips his hat for him. Aura. Your goal is to help them with their problems, like making the not-so-ferocious twins, Carmine and Coco, become less scary by grabbing them a pair of googly eyes. Or this poor fellow trying to complete a puzzle, only for him to be unable to solve the puzzle of his life. It's the little things this game does, like the light bulb on Buddy that glows in dark rooms that may actually be a little too dark now that I think about it, or the costumes he gets in each level that reflect the area. Though they are level exclusive, meaning no, you cannot wear the frog hat while playing the drums, I'm sad too. And I kinda wish there were just more costumes in general. That would have been a really fun completion reward that I get a new costume every time. Sure beats bragging rights. Now, Misc's narrative can be simple and blunt at times, but I don't know, I appreciate that. It knows what it is and wears its heart on its sleeve. I was genuinely touched and surprised at points, especially in the latter half of the game from Chapter 6 onwards, which, for legal reasons, I cannot disclose the exact details of what went down, so here's an audio recreation of one of my reactions. Oh, whoa! Did that just happen? Oh. I'll say part of me is torn that I was more surprised by this game narratively rather than mechanically, but that's not to say it was unenjoyable. It feels good to move around and explore these areas while crossing off a checklist one box at a time, which really does tickle my brain, you know? Plus, I rarely encountered any bugs, except for this one where I would back out to the main menu and the background would be completely distorted like I'm stuck in some kind of purgatory. I just wish there was more variety to the gameplay. What with the combat of the game being mostly trivial and some missed opportunities like, why can't I fly the UFO? I want to fly the UFO, let me fly the UFO. It's fine. Come on, that would have been a really cool boss fight. But I know making games is hard, and that might not have been the intention the developer had. Because yeah, this game was made by like 3 people, props to them. And I would rather appreciate it for what it is, rather than trying to bend it to my will. Overall, Misc took me about 6.5 hours to complete, and it's been interesting seeing this game grow and change over the years. It's like watching a little seed grow into a beautiful flower. A simple game about friendship and our connection with others that really did hit the spot. That's what reminds me most of Chibi-robo, but Misc is still able to stand out as its own thing. It's just another slice of that pie I really want back, and I hope it does well that the developers too can grow in scope and ambition with their future projects. The game releases on July 22nd for Nintendo Switch, and just a week later for PC. I hope that any of you interested have a good time, and find that same spark this game provided me. And with that, I'll see you later. I don't think I want a cat after this game though, they seem really needy.